Yenua Randiabi, a CEO of Cocobod, and audience and be able to say NPP Fuja Kabi Niade, na and Nam Suma, and then Nema Basa Cocobod. And a Miraxabajis Obwa. Baby, our namono, a asasa cocos in Susato, Umpawana Sinye, a hoya through papa and Yao Bobofum.
But we will say NDC for in their attempt to deal with this incompetence, any crisis, no command why just come back NPP room. And to better as almost here and NPP bottle ho and Omuja Yakate 2 billion cities and Omu say and nothing a year brand idea.
But you cannot run away from those issues as well.
Obi, did those issues come up in January 2025?
2025.
Did they come up in January 2026?
No.
Did they come in January 2025?
No.
Were the debts available as of 2024? Were they there in 2023? Exactly. It's that year. What can one say? We see an into what you have so now 2023, or 2024, or 2022, or 2020, and yet Yanko Tia Fosikaso.
Man, who himself Enra meeting Komo Mudin and Jerome Macantuaso about the solution a buying way a proposal to solve the cocoa sector crisis. Now I was so shocked. Say a buying way say I feel no investigation into Niama Cocobod a kaguhonum. Now my said they will take the necessary remedial actions. Mama papa.
Emma at Yefoni Apafunina Aquaba, a Koda Media TV, so Midi the Catchery, a Jayo dear Semper, you may be. I made which I may yatun dinchim, Timatra Gomi Nabin Semchim and a Baba Sumum Pre. Into Hanobinia constructive criticisms and then intellectual analysis. Why na Lady Carabasso, I messed and was subscribed to the Koda Media TV. Na jumedi nkoso like a chef from Spenya being so na onswati no one so be kan busie ho nia wadwinchire obi ma ye hu e wo comment section ho ebe boy papa yenua Randiabi a CEO of Cocobod and audience and be able to say NPP Fuja Kabi Niade na eno na nam suma and then Nema Basa Cocobod and a Miraxabajis Obwa Miraxabajis say chief executive don't go there baby our namono e asase cocos in Susato, Umpawana Sinye, a hoya through papa and Yao Bobofum. No beer, Ija Kamamo, Sijaka Mamwa, and Kaoba Abetoka, Abetolan Cruises. Atokas Ama, Cocobod, Ija Kamo and Cabeza. Yankonikuti in your miracle sabwaji, senior or the inch muniade, a good film. Na oma analysis is suit to the necessary unipa what now from Wagner and Conembra.
But we will say NDC for in their attempt to deal with this incompetence, any crisis, no command why just come back NPP room. And to better as almost here and NPP bottle ho and Omuja Yakate 2 billion cities and Omu say and nothing a year brand idea.
But you cannot run away from those issues as well.
Obi, did those issues come up in January 2025?
2025.
Did they come up in January 2026?
No.
Did they come in January 2025?
No.
Were the debts available as of 2024? Were they there in 2023? Exactly. It's that year. What can one say? We see an into what you have so now 2023, or 2024, or 2022, or 2020, and yet Yanko Tia Fosikaso. Share unim data NPP I inherited from NDC, and I'll say it's 19 billion cedis. Obi kan dey we mama
source na here.
Oh, Obi would nya say oh na dey kan we mama. We are kan na wa the kan headline na wa ka source no.
We Reuters into Ghana's Cocobod says clearing debts after wasteful spending. We November 1st, 2017.
Kind debt no. One first line.
In your say Ghana's Cocobod has initiated reforms to clear its debt of up to 19.6 billion cedis, which is 4.45 billion US dollars,
Obi,
resulting from bloated contracts and wasteful expenditure by previous managers, the chief executive said on Wednesday.
It is a by way of cabinet no mu pie na say omo e bibiri omo ni so no mu hu so. No make say we are going to investigate. Na e be say na NDP for car. You left a debt of 19 billion cedis. What about a debt of 32 billion cedis? Oh, TTM. Now be 32 to 19, no. Yeni NDC when they come to account. 19 billion cedis is the debt NDC left at Cocobod. And yet between 2017 ebepemune what said that say NPP for say moja yeka 19 billion into yeti Cocoa for sika soda. What's that? So you see, I'm trying to explain to you, say, Cocobod debts.
But they will also tell you, so within that same period, no, world market price and drop it.
And drop here. Let me
in the quantum.
Forget quantum. Let me tell you one interesting thing. Whilst the NPP government ever told debt of 19 billion cedis, that year international price drop here to the extent say nanka sasa buying cocoa for sikaso. They buying more bailout. Buying copay ska do so much. In the year cocoa ya te ya boso wa NPP buying about bemu. With 19 billion cedis as debt, no. Abaya and take cocoa for queer for sikaso to say the NDC fire, no. Let me also tell you another thing. I'm saying you roll over cocoa. Anything you to only roll over cocoa post NDC for Jamaica in 2017. 193,000 metric tons of rollover. And no cramp on my make say mitro. Sa rollover no. Oman to me and tria, oman to me and yasa cocoa na ma bias no. Obi. Oman to me yasa cocoa na ma bias no. Oman can't romu. And unti almost say charge Ghana about $7.5 million. Be NDC for no NDC penny be about because I will show you the document. I have it all here. It is NDC for the catchers and around this year you were 330,000 rollover and until I to me Obi may say first of all it's a lie. Randy did not inherit 330,000 rollover. He didn't. He inherited just about 163,000 because as you see Randy took over around February. As a February or buy no, na ye no ye di kaya clear sa roll over no about 190 something thousand film dada. Ye tu yako. Ye di cocoa seats near de ko. Now the agreement with sa rollover contract in the crampo na omon kan one time. I don't know whether they have seen it or not. And they say in that contract, because we say sa rollover na NPP 9, it was as a result of force majeure. El Nino effect. It is not as if say be a be boni be. But in that agreement, the agreement was that we'll pay it over a period. And sending those cocoa beans over a period, no, in the contract, it was incumbent say, why am I roll over cocoa pots biano? You are mandated to buy equal quantity at all costs. Contract. I don't know whether he has seen it or not. It is all the catcher will say, and because of rollover B and NPP for rollover and Tommy in the pub before. I'm telling you today, say NDC for rollover of 190,000 metric tons. Omujaye a debt of 19 billion cedis, and yet. That same year, international cocoa price drop here. NPP yanti cocoa farmers sikaso. So they cannot use debts at Cocobod as an excuse because the Cocobod debt of 32 billion obi. And starting a net. And you could find the Cocobod $32 billion, 32 billion cedis debt in the buy. My boy, NDC for 19 billion cedis na day amount. And then you could find the corner Elfia Bemwa, Weja rollover cocoa pots. NDC for 193,000 rollover cocoa pots. MIN. Ebiam Randy see and no man just share my let me tell you and I'm telling you any NDC leader that comes here and say after the time NDC take you over 7 January near $500 million our Ghana International Bank Cocobod account one $500 million and you no pay. The country was expecting over $1 billion in total of trade and that South Carolina about finance minister and Kasa budget. Onokasa Kai said in the first 4 months of 2025, Cocobod had revenue of $1.8 billion. First 4 months. 2025 first 4 months, January, February, March, April. 1.8 billion. NDC for you, it is a random number. And now you have a crisis. You have an obvious challenge. Say, because international market price is not dropping, and now we a mistake. One ton cocoa in time and can sell ton into your boss. We could all help you. But if you try to turn it around and deflect the conversation by pinning it on the previous government, we would expose you. May say, one, we left in the Cocobod account $500 million cash sitting in the Ghana International Bank account in London for Randy. Ombe deny. Number two, first 4 months in 2025, Cocobod revenue, which is in the budget, reported by the NDC finance minister, $1.8 billion. South Carolina NDC for you, so when you come and you are telling the people, say, and I had the cut 32 billion, and because of that, we'll do this, we'll do that, and Obi, you are creating a certain impression, say, and I want to meet you, I want the cut $32 billion, say this, and so to me top pickups and 110, who to me top land cruisers and Makumako 10. If fear what cantonment, Cocobod fear, I what cantonment, CEO fear Tinem, May 2nd December 2024, me ko fear him. Obi, we are senior journalist. I'm sure you've been there for events near there. It is one of the best houses you can find in Cantonment. Oba and what for Cocobod now see Aboka in this canon. What they acquire renovation. Now why if you want to say Arabian Ken Palace. And so say a Kadaho. And now what take cocoa for farmers for Sikaso. You see?
Nina miracles a shegu film. Enti Fatima to Abubakar, a former information minister. No, so didn't send me a big say. Nipa bi bo ka wo a Cocobod, me what one call court. Agogo ne opuni. Na se nipa na what one call court no. Na what you say, skabia for one sentem Cocobod Cocobod sika. Na NDC mo ba power Attorney General just say we used to knowledge prosecute Eddie up to 70 na aguso bia nkofie na nti se ka wo ho a na obi afa bribi na se wo gifi nsem a na so wo di ache na wo di chene wi a ska ben na benya di ara ne Cocobod yenkuti yenua Abubakar ne mbra
man wonim se enra meeting komo omudi ne nene Jerome aka to so about the solution aban way a proposal to solve the cocoa sector crisis. Now I was so shocked. Say aban way say afa no akwaye investigation into Niama Cocobod ekagu honum. Now my said they will take the necessary remedial actions. Eyamwa papa Chairman General, in the case of Republic versus Opuni and two others, it was about causing financial loss to the state to the tune of 271 million Ghana cedis. Oro Opuni court no offer kwan nyina so say nko say or yes submission of no case non discontinue the case no. The High Court, Court of Appeal, Supreme Court of Ghana, omo nyina established said there was a case for the 3 accused persons to answer. NDC abanyi if they had any fidelity to Akuafo no mo so amba ya mo fertilizer di kogu nkrofo cocoa so ama nkrofo cocoa she ya udru cocoa farm te se ne onam desert so na abind the previous administration although you say the wheels of justice may turn slowly but it grinds fine until they will make sure say you use the judicial system to remedy some of the losses that occurred in the sector. Abind way back power January February no man started announce say all the appointees of the NDC administration and the Mahama One government no omo ane ye prosecute omo mugina mrani mu nyina no omatwa omo case no mpacho wante including the case that concerned the cocoa sector which led to losses of 271 million Ghana cedis. And what shows someone no beyond politics no or any goodwill to resolve the challenges in the cocoa sector when it comes to funding. Ewa abra wunimu se ne wa boka court ekoka Supreme Court say there is a case to answer. Nipa no ababe Oro Opuni or close in the case. Ora said do agongo. The 10 witnesses by before the court. Ni nyina echi no mo ba ye no. So protecting cocoa Akuafo. No prosecutor on behalf of the state was the person organizing press conferences, championing some of these issues so more discontinued cases. And to what show said na wo say oba investigation be within the cocoa sector as I started from 2017 to 2024. What happened in the sector? And to that kind of double standards, hypocrisy, showing Ghanaians say we only care about politics and not the challenges in the sector.
In summer, former Minister for Information, Fatima to Abubakar, Nedin so on also at the best peso and into Osha. That you say, Nema Nemkuyi, I did win him ya na win him yet. You, Isunya, only mutono, on our Nigina Chunano, Senabeya Webia Mefano Onko, the yanga chinkrama gudem ni ade mponche kwatwe yo mponche so da wodo kwatwe a ni obi hu an so wakọya manfo broda manfo banche wa bo chika na nkraman nsunyame ye no ne papa ye no da chine mu da bi asem no gudem na ya lokoloko won nti wanya obi papa mfana nkotre Cocobod na ye behu ani nti na chese enema bi na nkoye na nne Cocobod Akuafo yate won sika so hwim ema adan osu ni awerho e wo mem ha Koda media TV so da betisa nsem papai me di ka kire eje odi asem pese me di nkanka no me tena goma na nsem kiremu na me de besom atifo ne ahwefo